with a bunch of stories. So it's okay if we record, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Okay, so what's the problem with her not going home today because of hearing?
So I don't feel very strongly. We need to. We were hoping to get this diagnostic hearing test that hasn't been done yet, and we're just waiting. They did her cardiac echo this morning. They were interested in doing that, and we're waiting for that. If you feel strongly, you can take her home.
No. We want to do what's best for her.
I did, yeah.
I just know that the hearing lady yesterday said that this needs to be something done down the road, 3-4 months away. That they'll want to do more hearing.
Okay,
So that's
well,
the only
our
thing
understanding from them that they were going to do it here. If they're not going to do it today, then that's...
But do you know what that's what she told me yesterday. Because she actually talked to me and my mom.
Okay, well, you talked to her more recently than I did. So.
Yeah, I talked to her and she said that there's a neo, whatever, to follow up with. They know about kids with ECMO, whatever.
Yes.
And that it would be something that we'll want to get her hearing checked 3 or 4, times.
Well, yes, she does need to have a hearing check, probably at 3 and 9 months or whatever they think. But my understanding was that they had wanted to do one before she went home. But
I was just confused, with what she was saying, and she was all good to go, and I'm good, So I was kind of blown back by it today. I thought, well, surely she would have said something to me about if you want to do another hearing or something.
Or there was a possibility or something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, a lot of this is just when you say you need to do it today, that's one thing. And if you need to do 3 in the next 9 months, it can be today. It can be. They're not going to do anything at this point, right? So they're not going to do any intervention. So doing the test is not critical. It can be maybe save you another trip in the hospital, but it's possible they don't even want to do one. So I just need to check with them.
Yeah,
because you've talked to them later than I have. So.
Yeah, it was just
yesterday. Well, yesterday we were told this one thing, then this morning somehow things changed overnight, or this morning things changed and there's something up with her hearing that she needs to stay to be tested for that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to understand there's a lot of people taking care of her, and if they talk to you directly and don't talk to us, then we may have a story that's a little bit later.
That's why I asked her to ask you about the car seat, because you told us yesterday car seat needed to be checked, before she goes home. The nurse comes right over and says, no, she didn't need to be. But I wanted to make, I understand things happen.
One thing I really, really would like to have is I would like the cards of each of the doctors that were in her meeting at the MRI reading. So that's one.
The best thing for you to do is to get the copy of the medical record, and then you'll have all that info.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long does it take to get a copy of that?
You have to talk to medical records. It doesn't usually take very long. You have to go down to medical records.
I can just go down and get a copy of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They won't give it to you off the spot because they have to get a chart, copy it all, and so on. But it doesn't take too long. But that's the best way to get all that info.
So we need to get every bit of medical records. Every bit.
Just for her future, with everything she's had.
And, overall, since she didn't have great weight gain, I was preferring for her to stay till tomorrow, but I don't feel strongly. I think you guys know exactly what's going on. She needs to gain weight. She needs, a certain amount of feeds. We can check with audiology and, find out what their final take is on timing of this. But it's not something that, needs to be put here.
But I don't think, do you think today and tomorrow would make a difference with weight-wise? Like if she goes home today? Do you know what I'm saying? Like
she'll probably feel better for you. I mean, if we saw her gain tomorrow, that makes us feel better, but I have total confidence in you guys. A lot of babies feel better when they go home, so I don't have any problems with her going today.
Because I know he lost weight and look at him now.
How about in that book there's notes from the neurologist? Can we look at that together while you're here?
Sure. I can't do it right now because I have a meeting.
Okay, can this
but I can come back
do it?
at 1:30.
Can this nurse do it with me?
Well, it's probably best for me to go through that with you.
For what reason?
Well, because I can deal with the medical stuff. It's mostly medical stuff, not nursing stuff. That they
Well,
will be
one of the
talking
things
about
is,
there.
for some reason, we can't figure out who the neurologist was that told us the information. Remember that
The
was a big mix
fellow,
up?
Right.
fellow.
So, I want his name. I also want Dr. Cho's name, like, spelled correctly. And,
I can give you that.
so...
I don't know who this fellow is, but
And who else was in on that meeting, do you know?
no, I wasn't there. You know.
Yeah. So tell us, I mean, with her, back to her. What do you, honestly, should she stay? Should she go?
Well, we'll get to
You
that
got an
later.
appointment for
Monday.
Let's deal with her first, and then we'll talk about your other issues.
Yeah, that's
after,
what I
because
want.
But the
I
other
like to
issues
deal
are
with.
something that get blown off and changed so often, and it's been happening since she was born. Not with Chop. I love Chop. I want her to come
Yeah,
to
so
Chop.
there's two things going on here. You've got your issues that aren't going to have any impact on her now, and
Right.
so I think we need to deal with her and what's important for her right now. And then the other thing, you've got your issues about what happened. So let's just talk about what's going on with
Can I just
her.
ask one question?
Yeah.
When you said yesterday that anytime you see a baby come in like this, you know there's going to be a lawsuit. What does that mean?
No, I didn't say that. I said
Are you sure you didn't say that?
I'm sure I didn't say that. I said, it's not surprising.
What would
lot-
make you think that?
Because you're angry, and
I'm not
because
really
she
that
was
angry.
very sick. So that's not surprising. I mean, that's not a big surprise for us. So, I'm just saying, this doesn't surprise me that you're thinking that, because she was very sick. And
Well, your exact words were more along the lines of anytime we see a baby come in like this, we know there's going to be someone's going to sue.
whenever I see a sick baby, there's always a possibility of a lawsuit. Whenever we see a sick baby. That's really what I said. Whenever I see a sick baby,
I gotta
there's
take him out,
possibility of a
so
lawsuit.
I guess you guys decide what goes on with her.
Well, so can we deal with her
That's
and
what I
getting her
wanna
home
do.
first, and
Yes.
I'll come back and talk about
And you
the other
guys can
things
talk
with
all
you.
night, I don't care. But I want to talk about her and what we're going to do.
Okay, well, she's going to stay until they say she's definitely good to go. We're not letting her
She's
leave.
happy with the weight gain.
She's-
It's not going to make a
she's-
big difference.
She's good to go. Okay, I'm perfectly happy with
I gotta take
you
him
guys.
So this idea of her getting EEG today was for what reason?
EEG.
Or EKG, I'm sorry.
Echo.
Yeah, echo.
Well, remember that I said yesterday that we were going to have cardiology now that she had a chest X-ray, see whether they wanted to get an echo or not. And when they just reviewed her previous echo, they felt that she should get another one as a follow-up to ensure that everything was going on okay. Remember I said that would be their call,
Yeah,
and that was their call.
okay. So the results of that aren't back yet, right?
And they
Do you
may
know
or
why they decided to do that?
well, I didn't talk to them specifically about that, but I assumed that they look at her previous echo, and we know her previous echo was pretty abnormal, and so they probably felt that they needed to have another one, given that she's ready to go home.
What makes you think I'm angry?
Just by watching you.
Do you think something was done wrong with her, honestly? You think there was a mistake made? Have you ever seen a
I
case
have
like
not
this without
even
a
gone
mistake?
through the prenatal history because I'm mostly
But dealing with what you do know, yes or no?
I'm not going to say yes or no. I think I wouldn't be able to do that unless I knew all the info of what
Have
went
you
on
ever
with
seen
her
a baby
prenatal
being
care.
monitored for HDN or HDFN, however you want to abbreviate it? Have you ever seen a baby being monitored for that go from a perfect score on week 35 to a 40% on week 36 in 7 days? Is it able to get that bad in 7 days, in your opinion?
What kind of a score are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about her overall score for her Doppler ultrasound, for her brain looking for the anemia.
Well, I think that that sounds like it's like it's a fast deterioration, for sure.
Very fast,
Yeah.
like abnormally fast.